Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour at the end of December. I hope everybody's had a good Christmas. I wasn't actually expecting to get down today. We've just had Storm Bella overnight, which completely battered south of England, and Isle of Wight had 100-mile-an-hour gusts, and I was expecting that things would be a bit battered down here, but not too bad. The sun has come out and it's still pretty cold. And as usual, the rhubarb is doing its thing. We didn't get any for Christmas Day, as I was jokingly hoping for, but some places up in around the country have been having actual harvests of rhubarb. Wallflowers have stood up pretty well. I've had to net the tulips. I was having a little battle with a rodent on the end tulip there, because it kept on revealing it and I kept on covering it up and it kept revealing it, and anyway, I've won with netting. So the tulips aren't showing yet, but we've certainly got signs of daffodils, and strawberries are still looking reasonably okay. And the leeks are, although a little bit tattered, are a decent size, and certainly when we harvest them they're pretty nice. Here's one of our waiting beds full of residues. That's going to have the courgettes in it next year. So I still haven't pruned the gooseberries. This one here was the Hinamaki Red, has finally dropped its leaves, so I will have a go at pruning them. I can't say I'm looking forward to it, because they're pretty vicious, those gooseberries. We've got a few carrots left in the bath here, and they've all been splitting because of the moisture. Blueberries, I will have to work out about pruning those. As you can see, that some of them, there's a bit of crossing going on there that's not good news. And our potato pots have got broad beans in them, which still haven't been had by frosts or anything like that. Oh, I see the sunflower head I put up on the obelisk has tipped over. I'm going to have to get rid of that. I don't think the birds have been having much in the way of the seeds, and it's starting to go mouldy. Well, we've given up on the beetroot here. We've just got some cover crops. And here we are with the garlic. It's going well. Actually, I can see that the storm has moved this cloche over a little bit. So we've got onions in here. We've never done overwintering onions before, so this is the variety called Shakespeare. And we've got almost 100% success with them coming up. I won't say success in terms of them bulbing up yet, but we'll see. Still haven't harvested any of the salsify. We will eventually. And cover crops looking quite lush here. And we've got a couple still of the January King cabbages that are hearting up. Those should provide us with something. And we've had some of the Brussels sprouts. They were quite nice. We even had one of the sprout tops, which was okay. And it's all quiet round the shed front here. As I say, no sign of anything popping up in terms of tulips, but we have hopefully that's visible. We have got some signs of the daffodils from last year. Hopefully they have multiplied. One nice thing about bark and when it's all wet, it's lovely and dark. All quiet around here, wallflowers doing their thing. And those pinks have decided to actually open up for us, right on cue. And we've got more garlic here in one of the ribbon beds. Just cover crops down the other side. I still haven't pruned the raspberries yet. And we still haven't received the replacement for the what should have been a plum and turned out to be a cherry. So this fellow here will be lifted and replaced as soon as the replacement turns up. So we've harvested a few more parsnips, and they weren't as good as I was hoping. They're all a bit gnarly and oddly shaped. Some more cover crops. So one of the things that we've done over the last 3 years is basically always keeping an open mind as to the what is the best way of getting the most nutritious crops. And we started off with the no-dig method, and then we moved to a more chemistry-based method with Steve Solomon and his complete organic fertilizer. We had a full soil test done, and then we've gone more towards a biological approach now with cover crops and using that to get the soil life always as active as possible and building true soil. And I probably should do a separate video on that rather than always doing tours, but I take my hat off to people who do extensive videos on YouTube, because it takes a lot of time and effort. Now here, this apple tree, this one of the 3 espaliers around the fruit area here, this one has never given us any fruit, and this is going to go into its 3rd year. It's a variety called Saturn, and it is enormous compared to the other 2, and it's going to have so many fruiting spurs. I haven't given it its winter prune yet, but I will do, and I'm hoping it will give us something next year. This one, James Grieve here, that gave us fruit in the 1st year, nothing this year, and hopefully something next year. But although it's still young, this one gave us about 7. This is Merton Nave. Got 7 apples off that this year. Might have a rest next year. And back round to the rhubarb bed with some rogue beetroot still occupying a space. Well, I hope everyone is keeping well. I'm going to go back home and get warm, have a nice cup of coffee and enjoy the rest of the day. So take care, and I will be seeing you in 2021. Bye for now.